Hello, welcome to Geeking Out in the Shed. I want to show you something. First, I have my bike rack on, and so the hitch got installed and rack and so on and so forth. So I'll get to do some range testing with the bikes on the back, which will be kind of cool. I don't think they'll change the range that much. Putting bikes on the roof definitely would, but on the back, they shouldn't affect the range too much, but we'll find out. But there's one really cool thing I want to show you. If you saw my Volkswagen about the Volkswagen ID.4 slamming on the brakes when you're backing up, let me show you how Hyundai does it. It's slick. So if you saw my video last year, I was backing up with the VW ID.4 and I had bikes on the back, and it slammed on the brakes and smacked my head, and it was like pretty much whiplash. Like, it was super frustrating, and the only way to disable it is to completely turn the camera off. You hit the X, it makes the video go away, it makes the backup sensors shut off and everything, which is kind of annoying because having the camera is kind of handy. Even if you have bikes back there obstructing part of your view, you still want to see back there, right? And so, yes, somebody just recently asked, yes, you can disable it on the ID.4. You just hit the X and it turns the camera and that whole system off. But that's not ideal. Let me show you how Hyundai does it. It's way slicker. Okay, so I'm in my parking spot. I got my Starbucks. I'm ready to go. So I want to back up. So I'm going to put this in reverse, right? And then that starts happening, right? It's like you can see the bike rack back there. This is really annoying. I have backed up with this and it hasn't slammed on the brakes, so that's good, but I want to get rid of this noise. Well, Hyundai has this neat little button right over here on the dash, far to the right, the P. There's a little light on it. You push that button and the warning goes away, but you still have the camera, so I can still see if there's any cars coming or anything like that. And even with bikes on there, which right now I don't have any bikes on there, but if there's bikes on there, I'll still be able to see pretty good to see if something's there, or if somebody's walking by or something like that. So it's important that the camera stays on, and then it's up to me to just keep an eye out. Of course, there's always the traditional mirrors and look over my back. Actually, that was awesome. I wish I would have not turned away. That car just drove by. If you heard that beeping, it let me know there was a car driving by still. So they really have this figured out. So it didn't turn off the warning here. Yeah, sweet. That's cool. I just discovered that right now. Didn't turn off the warning. I can see that person walking. Super important that they still have part of the systems working. Like, this is a way better option, or way more thought out way of dealing with either having a trailer or having bikes on the back. So yeah, way to go Hyundai on that one. Volkswagen, I just sometimes feel like they don't quite, especially when it comes to electronics and software and stuff like that, I just don't think they do the greatest job. The ID.4 drives nice and everything, but it's got a lot of really funky things. I don't know if I mentioned the fact that they have all their controls right underneath the touchscreen, and if you have your hand like this, it's really easy to hit the controls and change the screen right when you're trying to touch something. As we're here, they're clearly out of the way. There's this big blank spot, so you're not going to accidentally hit controls. There's just things like that that make this car just way more pleasant to deal with, and there's not these weird quirky issues and stuff. So there it goes. I should probably just put it in park now that I'm not actually gonna back up while I'm talking on my phone. But I love that. I love it that it turns off that annoying beeping that like you're gonna run into something by pushing that button, but it keeps the other sensors on So if a person or a car is going by, you hear that. You still get the camera, all of that. Like, super awesome. Way to go, Hyundai, for like actually figuring out a way to like neatly solve that problem. Appreciate your support for my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.